all in. This ain't just no game to us.
Good evening and welcome to Bryan High School's Golden Bear Stadium for tonight's non-league boys soccer contest. I'm Jeff Theobald with Mark Hagans here with the Golden Bear Sports Network as we prepare for the start of tonight's boys soccer contest featuring the visiting Continental Pirates and the home Bryan Golden Bears. A huge thank you to the crew today bringing this event to you on screen with director Krista Bruner and the camera crew of John Tripodi and Florence Jones, with GBSN's executive director Chris Malenga, and for WOSN Nick Fraley, who will air this broadcast tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Jeff, so glad everyone can join us tonight, right? It's a perfect evening for soccer now. We'll be under the lights soon. The weather conditions, a little adventurous to start as the JV game finished up. Continental taking that, by the way, 2-0. But a little storm cell wandered through, seems to have cleared off. But the good news is, took the heat and humidity away, dropped that temperature, so it should be a nice night for the contest. So tonight, we bring you the visiting Pirates and Coach Bryan Stegbauer. They have a record, 2 losses. They've lost to Delta 3-5, and 1 road loss to Lima Bath 1-2. I'm sorry, they had 3 matches, and they had a victory at Riverdale, beat them 1-0. So they're doing all right. Coach Stegbauer is going to look to Colin Davis, Braxton Stegbauer to be the Pirates' go-to players tonight, and he's hoping to maintain a brand of simple soccer. Always sounds simple, never simple in practice. Continental should look to limit Bryan's shooting opportunities, maximize their own. The coach has set them goals to see no more than 8 opponent shots on goal while getting 20 shots on the opponent's goal. That will be a tall order, but controlling that aspect of the game, the corner kick game, and limiting their opponents should lead to success for Coach Stegbauer, and those will be his measuring stick tonight.
As for Bryan, their record is 0-1-1 with a 2-2 draw at Napoleon and an 0-5 home loss to Salina, with their Van Wert match canceled due to weather. The Golden Bears coach Luke Collins returns all but 3 players from last season and is welcomed a strong incoming class with regional club soccer experience. Anthony Tomaszewski, one of last season's strongest players, is coming back from an injury, so just starting to return to match fitness. Other players to watch tonight: Hunter Muirfeld and Dylan Koenig, each with a goal in the score column, and freshman Max Burton, who looks to control the middle of the pitch and break up those opposing attacks.
Well, let's go right to the keys of the match, Jeff.
Today's keys of the match are sponsored by the Carlin Company. The Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers has been your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They have consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding areas since 2007. Call the Carlin Company for all of your real estate needs. So, keys to the match today for Coach Collins and the Golden Bears. They're going to look to control the pace of the match in the midfield. That's a pretty typical goal for most coaches. You want to control that ball, keep it on your foot, and work forward. Playing clinically in the final third and being mindful of crosses into the box in the attack and the defense.
That's right, Jeff. And for Coach Bryan Stegbauer and his Continental Pirates, he'll look to have his defenders mind their marks, midfielders winning the ball and controlling the center of the pitch, and forwards holding their end up the bargain and score. So tonight's starting lineups are sponsored by Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications. Call Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrications for all your mechanical piping needs at 419-519-3111.
For the visiting Continental Pirates, who we anticipate playing a 4-3-3 formation, we'll start with number 2, senior Peyton Wilson. Number 3, senior Carson Eder. Number 4, junior Colin Davis. Number 5, senior Mason Rail. Number 9, freshman Hunter Varner. Number 10, sophomore Jaden Pitney will be in the net. Freshman Preston Wilson. Number 13, sophomore Bain Stigbauer. Number 14, sophomore Reddick Bowers. Number 15, senior Braxton Stigbauer. Number 20, senior Jonathan Eder. And they are coached by Bryan Stigbauer, assisted by Dalton Bradford and Brandon Schmidt.
That is your starting lineup for the Continental Pirates and your Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication starting lineup. For the home team, the Bryan Golden Bears, also anticipating a 4-3-3 formation. Starting goalkeeper, number 1, sophomore Dominic Malanga. Number 2, junior center back Mason Welling. Number 5, freshman left back Eric Koenig. Number 7, freshman midfielder Maxwell Burton. Number 9, senior forward Anthony Tomaszewski. Number 11, senior and your captain forward Dylan Koenig. Number 12, junior midfielder Hunter Muhlfeld. Number 13, sophomore right wing Jack Kennedy. Number 15, freshman left wing Carter Altaffer. Number 16, sophomore center back Carter Luce. And number 21, junior right back Caden Oberlin. The Golden Bears are coached by Luke Collins, assisted by Danielle McQuillan, Brendan Reiser, and Cole Andres.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and join us as we honor America.
And we have the national anthem right now, sponsored by Veterans Services of Williams County.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by Ohio High
And
School.
we're back from the national anthem. Thank you to the Veterans Services of Williams County, our sponsor for tonight's national anthem. As the stadium announcer is introducing the lineups as we get ready to start the match tonight, we'll introduce the match officials, tonight's game officials, sponsored by Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact Tri-State at their Bryan or Montpelier offices for all of your eye care needs. Tonight's match officials, Robert Baer and Craig Martin.
Number 10, Hunter Varner.
Tonight's kickoff is sponsored by Bryan Ford Lincoln. You can register for Bryan Ford Lincoln's kickoff contest on the Bryan Sports Facebook page. We'll draw one lucky contestant each week. During each football game, if the Golden Bears return their opening kickoff for a touchdown, they will win $150 Bryan Ford gift card. Bryan Ford Lincoln, where good values mean a great deal.
So as they introduce the home team, Jeff, let's talk real quick. Both coaches pretty confident that midfield play may be the key to tonight's match. If they both end up playing a 4-3-3 formation, that may draw into question which team can get some numbers in the middle to make that actually happen.
Indeed, this is one of those nights where weather and a lot of stadiums might affect play, but here on this beautiful artificial turf of Bryan Golden Bear Stadium, I don't think that's going to be as big a factor. So I think everyone will be able to execute their game plans just as they had planned ahead of time in practice. You should be able to control the ball, move it efficiently on this nice turf. So nothing of the evening's weather should come into play, but a little cooler. I think the players will enjoy that. Not so steamy out here as it's been recently here in Northwest Ohio.
Yeah, and the players, I think, might appreciate a little bit of wetness on that turf. It will speed up the pace of play, but as we've noted before, when we've covered matches on turf, that can do two things: speed up the pace of play, but if you have a weakness in first touch or skills, it's going to bring that up. If it's playing fast tonight, you're going to notice that real quick. Watch that ball on those players' feet. If they got good skills, they'll stick that ball right to their feet and be off to the races.
Could get a little loose. A skipping, spinning, skidding ball, that's going to be tricky for keepers. It can be tricky for keeping it on your foot.
Yeah, for sure. We were wisely sitting in the car as it rained, so I'm not sure how much came down, but here we are, underway. This match gets kicked off thanks to Bryan Ford Lincoln.
All right. Quickly into the possession of the Golden Bears. They got an out-of-bounds play and look to control it down in their defensive end, with Continental moving into their defensive formation. But now they begin to matriculate up the field a little bit, working through the midfield to see if these first few touches get settled into the game. A quick sprint to the far left corner, cross to the middle, looking, he's got some, but it's going to bounce harmlessly through the box. A little foul down there in the corner.
Yeah, that's 15. Braxton Stegbauer with that drive across the pitch, hard turn upfield, not able to produce anything, but he's got some wheels. That's a senior for Continental there. So yeah, first foul of the match, deep in the Golden Bears territory. So keeper Malanga will take that up toward midfield.
Continental looks to control.
So real quickly, Jeff, I'll notice as they're fighting in contest here at center pitch, I did ask the Continental coach this. We always ask them to send us their lineups in formational order, and he, when he sent it to me, I noted an offset center back. So he said, "Yep, we do play with a traditional stopper and sweeper formation." That's actually become fairly unusual at the professional level for a lot of good reasons. At the high school level, you'll still see it quite often. I've actually, several of the Putnam County schools still seem to utilize it. Collida with some success, Continental with some success as well.
Is that a stronger player can kind of mitigate any errors up in front, or would you say that's just an easy markup, find the matchup that you want to work?
Yeah, so it's a risk reward. I mean, you're essentially, depending on the attacking formation, you're playing three defenders. Little missed clearance, but Golden Bears able to recover that quickly. So it does set up a little gap that a striker can set up in and remain on side with that sweeper tending to drop back. But the other way to look at it, and I think this is just real quick in watching Continental, I haven't seen them play this year, but they've stepped that what they call a stopper up. It's more like a traditional six or defending midfielder. So that's really going to give them a little more presence in midfield. So we'll see how it plays out.
We'll keep an eye on that, certainly, as the Golden Bears try and work it out of their defensive end. They've got a strong defensive line formed back there, just settling into the game, making sure Continental doesn't get by with an easy one.
Quick throw in far side.
Another throw in for the Pirates.
Aerial header work from the Golden Bears. It's number 12, Hunter Muehlfeld. Yeah, so far, Jeff, both teams maintaining general positional discipline. There's that little quickness of the ball scooting across. I think that's number 12 for Pirates running that down.
Good move by Stegbauer over here on the left side, trying to get control. Lost it out of bounds.
Sorry,
Braxton.
Yeah, my bad. 13, Bryan Stegbauer with that quick little cut and turn.
Header back in. A long ball down the middle, looking to find number 11, Dylan Koenig, but he can't quite corral it as the Pirates come hard up the right side. But back on defense We've got Peyton Wilson working it out of bounds. Hopefully get his teammates back and help on defense.
Yeah, that little quick opportunity for Bryan in that last series. Tomaszewski able to get a quick touch turn and over behind the back line, but Continental's quick. They ran it down. No harm for him.
So far it seems Continental is winning this midfield. They're controlling, moving into Bryan's defensive end. Bryan's still trying to solve the attack of the Pirates, with that one going well over, never a threat on the goal. As Stegbauer will look to bring it back in on the corner kick.
Yeah, tonight's corner kicks are sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service 419-636-6572.
So as the Pirates line up for that corner, I notice they still have two defenders well back.
Well, we have a stoppage. I think there was a foul in the penalty area. That's going to be a free kick awarded there. There was a little push in the back. I didn't see which Continental attacker got up, but one of them elevated pretty well for that corner. It was a high ball across. Bryan player in his back put him down. So immediately the Golden Bears in jeopardy as Continental will have a
So this is number 15 for the Pirates. That's going to be Braxton Stegbauer. And he finds the back of the net. A powerful shot, low to the keeper's right side. He looked like he was going that way, but that was a very strong shot.
So 1-0 as Continental takes the early penalty kick at 34 minutes, 47 seconds. Player in the air, taken out of play, and official says nothing doing. We're going to award a penalty kick, and as you said, Jeff, Stegbauer didn't hesitate. He walked up and smacked that in the back of the net.
That was on a line. So Tomaszewski puts it back into play for the Bears, who come out with a little more energy on this kickoff. They're now playing down one. We'll see if they can find their offensive end. Another ball played down the far right side for the Pirates. And that's going to be played out by the Bears.
So it'll be a Continental throw in far side. And you see Continental starting to really crush Bryan into that back third, but Bryan able to come away with the ball. Oh, play on, says the official.
Break out. We got space on the right side. If we can corral, and it finds its way out of bounds, but it's going to be a Bears throw-in, looking to cross midfield here.
Yeah, and the official did recognize the foul infraction, wisely let play out, because the Golden Bears were on the march there, had an opportunity. It did come out of bounds over here, but that was the correct signal. I watched him signal the play on, so that's how that works in soccer.
Stuffed here on the sideline, but a careless giveaway, and the Bears briefly had it.
Bane Stegbauer's had a couple of pretty solid tackles. He's doesn't shy away from contact there. A little ball over the top.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of activity here out of Bane Stegbauer here on the left side. It seems the Pirates like to work the sidelines. They've got some speed out there, get the ball deep, and then work to cross it. There's a tumble. Looks like they're going to make the foul call, and Blango will put it back into play for the Bears.
All right, so here's my confusion. We got a number 14 for Bryan, but I don't have a 14 on the roster. Carter Luce. We have him as 16 on the roster. Let's make a correction so we can
either change his jersey or we can just scribble out the number on it.
I bet if I put number 14 everywhere I need it, his parents will be way happier. They'll call him by the right name.
Jack Kennedy puts it back into play. He finds teammate Hunter Muhlfeld. But again, the Pirates able to reclaim possession, play it wide right, up the sideline, a through ball, and the Bears can. Well, I thought he was going to take it out of bounds. He's going to fight for his space, and there it's played for the goal kick.
Yeah, nice job
well
by,
done.
that's left back Eric Koenig over there. Did a nice job with hold-up play, stayed strong on the ball, and got a safe result. No harm there done. So it was, looking promising for the Pirates, but snuffed out just good one-on-one defense.
Malenga long to the midfield. Again, the Pirates quick on the ball, but the Bears are able to rally. A little misplays here in the midfield, or possession is ping-ponging around.
Yeah, Tomaszewski
Bears are
there.
going to come away with it.
Yep, I'm told Tomaszewski's coming back from some injury, so getting back into match shape. I think I might have mentioned that pre-match. If not, I'll mention it now. But Coach Collins had noted that to me, that he'll be playing his way back into match fitness here early this season. Scuffle at midfield, and again, that's Braxton Stegbauer doing some heavy lifting at midfield, strong on the ball.
The Pirates are doing a good job of possession, quick passes, close passing game here, keeping that possession, looking for an opportunity. The Bears are going to have to kind of break through that midfield if they're going to get some of these shots they're needing.
Pirates throw in, far touch. Good. Max Burton
Far right
jumps on that, doing some hard work. Oh, that's an errant pass.
Stegbauer with a lob shot, didn't quite find that corner. Kind of squirted through to him over there from the right side, and he just kind of dumped one in. Never really a threat. Malenga in position.
So goal kick away here as Malenga will survey his options upfield. Number 12, Mufeld gets his head on that. And Continental again dispossesses Bryan aggressively.
Again to Stegbauer, played through on the right. He's going to be able to corral it on the sideline. Looking to cross. He's got a teammate in the middle, but good defense by the Bears keeps that from getting into a dangerous position.
Yeah, good cross, but Bryan all over the defensive end of that, able to snuff out any risk quickly as that came straight across and probably about 8 yards from goal. But
the brothers Stegbauer working to bring that ball back into play for the Pirates.
Yeah, nice turn by Stegbauer there.
Ran out of real estate. Good defense by the Bears keeps that from getting in close. Played out for the corner. So we saw a PK offered on the last corner kick. We're going to have another go at it here for the Pirates.
And again, your corner sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service. Service into the mixer there. Shot taken.
Oh, Stegbauer working through a crowd of Bears who clear it wide.
Finally cleared by Hunter Mufeld, who puts his head down and says, "This is getting out of the area. One touch, please." Yeah, and you'll see, I think some of these players, their touch is a little heavy. That if that ball's wet or that feels quick, that's coming off probably a little further from the pegs than they'd like to see it.
That was
Colin Davis, number 4 on the attack for Continental. Oh, ball in, shot taken. That's number 9, freshman Hunter Varner.
so not a lot of on-net shots here, but we were discussing earlier that the coach was hoping to see 20 to 8, I think were his numbers, but the Pirates are definitely getting into dangerous positions, opportunities on the goal. Again, Bryan's going to have to try and work through that midfield and see if they can't get an offensive attack mounted here.
Yeah, so far 1 shot on goal. That was the successful PK to put Continental on top 1-0.
Right. One official shot, but they are certainly peppering the area with opportunities. Malenga comes out and stabs that one off the ground.
Teams will revert to shape, and I do agree that I think what Continental is playing a 4-3-3, Jeff. It gets a little chaotic out there in the run of play, but it's pretty much looking like they've just pulled that stopper up and they're using him as a almost an assistive midfielder in attack, and that's actually given them sort of numerical advantage a lot of times at midfield so far in the contest.
That's probably coach's discretion as he sees fit. That player can do probably a lot of different positions, a lot of different jobs as needed, and so far stopper on defense hasn't been necessary. So from about as deep as we've been into the Pirates zone, Bears try to control, but again, Pirates taking possession. There's an errant pass there that gives Bryan an opportunity. He's got options forward, but not.
Yeah, Carter Altaffer, freshman there, tries to do a little cheeky between the legs turn, but skids on by, and it's reverting back toward the Golden Bears defensive end. But Jack Kennedy, number 13, able to get that under control.
Space if they can possess for a couple of touches here. I really think they can try and work up to that offensive end. Dylan Koenig playing up front for them, waiting for an opportunity, but hasn't quite had one yet.
And I'll say this, so far, the Pirates have had a couple what I'd call really good looks up front, but the one sort of technical thing I've noted, they've tended to make a direct pass to a direct run. So basically you're asking your striker or forward to catch up with the
there's an angled pass. I was going to say, as we all know from listening to soccer on the air here, you want angled passes to direct runs and angled runs
to direct passes, and
that was a good angled pass, had a direct run, but
could that be better time to make my point, Jeff?
How do you do that?
It's amazing, I know.
So the Pirates again looking for, off the field goal post, just a little bit high. That brought that back into play, but yes, that was out of bounds for.
So it looks like Bryan, a minor shift in, let's look at the replay here. Welding Construction replay real quickly.
I think we're back live.
We're back live. As Malanga will take the goal kick. Play that left side. Ball out of touch, far side. Both coaches exhorting their team to be positionally aware.
So I'm watching the Bryan defense, and they're keeping their four back. They're not pushing too hard forward, which I think gives the Pirates a little opportunity there in the midfield. But now as we work our way up the field, they're starting to press to midfield, and here comes another quick ball through, but again, playing back, they're making sure nothing gets by. They can get to those through balls, which we've seen the Pirates use time and again so far. They're playing that quick through ball, and I think they're expecting they can win on speed, so they're trying to just roll it through and run it down.
Yeah, ball chipped up harmlessly into the hands of Malanga. So give the quick javelin throw out to Tomaszewski.
All right.
And finally starting to string some nice passes together, but unable to connect on the end of the last one there. But quick 3 or 4 passes strung together gave them a little bit of space and a opportunity to find Dylan Koenig up top. But we'll go out of play for a Bryan throw in. Bufeld will take that. Nice touch and turn by Tomaszewski. Nice cross. Won't get quite behind the defense, but good idea as he catches number 6, Colin Rachel, over there, making a run from outside the wide right back. So good opportunity there. And that'll give Golden Bears a deep throw in. So they commit some numbers forward now. Oh, I'm sorry.
That is the
corner. We get a corner kick. So those corner kicks sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service, up and over the goal area. Tomaszewski will hunt that down on the backside.
A little long, but still, Pirates sneak into the passing lane, steal that one away. looking to move up quick. So that back line for Bryan keeping the ball up forward, but the Pirates are moving quickly forward down into the left corner.
It's Mason Welling giving chase, gets that ball out of play. Looks like they'll award a corner kick, but manages to keep that deep in the corner area. So
good hustle by Welling, couldn't quite get it out to the side there.
Again, Stockman Lawn Service corner kick here as Continental still sits atop the board, 1-0. And again, your
Malanga comes down with that save.
So I was going to give a quick read. Your scoreboard sponsor, Main Stops of Northwest Ohio. Open when you need them. You're always near a Main Stop. Don't forget Thirsty Thursday every Thursday.
I'm having a Thirsty Tuesday. I'm sure they'll help me out.
I would think they would wet your whistle even on a Tuesday. Actually, a nice little back pass quick, but the return got a little errant.
Looking for those quick, direct balls. They're keeping two forward for the Pirates. Always looking for that through ball and the speed to get behind it. Sometimes it's worked. Sometimes the Bears defense has been stubborn. They've kept the ball in front of them. And it looks like that's kind of game plan here. Is they're definitely making sure that defense does not get exposed with the speed behind them.
I think Bryan again able to string a few passes together, get a ball forward, but
Peyton Wilson slips as he delivers the ball up forward with a good opportunity off the goalpost again.
Great left-footed strike by number 4, Colin Davis for the Pirates, just above the bar, but that was a real quick one-time hit. Let's have a look at this on the replay. So he makes that turn, one-time shot, left foot. If he gets forward maybe an inch more, that's on frame.
Definitely, it caught the keeper a little flat-footed as it went back far corner.
Nonetheless, goal kick awarded. Nobody wants to sponsor goal kicks.
Another one towards the goal.
So another goal kick is Continental.
They're littering the back end of this field with errant shots down here. If they could get one down low,
keep the ball boys busy out there.
Making a threat.
Little play back to the keeper, flung forward, foot race in the middle.
Opportunity. I think the Bears have a chance to get deep here if they can get a following runner. Pirates fighting it out of the back. Reset. The midfielders for the Bears are trickling forward. I think it could have pressed a little bit quicker there. Played down to the corner. That looks like a goal kick.
Yeah, officials hands down. That's a goal kick. Hand up, it's corner kick.
But nobody sponsors goal kicks.
Or throw-ins. That's another sponsorship opportunity.
I'll tell you, that would be expensive. There's a lot more of those.
Looks like the keeper has demurred on taking the goal kick. Do you call it a back kick if it's not the goalie taking it?
Smattering of dissension from the crowd on some of these.
Yeah, foul called up there. It was just delayed a little bit. I think the official was just waiting to see what played out.
See what happens.
Made up his mind, but that'll be a deep free kick awarded to the Golden Bears. So that's their second free kick. The other one was inside their own 18, so not too much danger. This at about the 22-yard from the goal marker.
Koenig and Tomaszewski came together over that. Looks like Tomaszewski with the left foot is going to take it. Two-man wall. Well, I was going to say I think he's going to go for it, but I think he got a little under that one. Good for 3.
Good for 3. No goal.
I can see it on the marks.
All right, another goal kick coming from the Pirates. Here on the scoreboard, still Continental up 1-0.
Pirates put it back in play, but the defensive line for the Bears able to corral it, push it forward. We got Koenig crossing ball, but Tomaszewski unable to get around the defender to get a foot on that one.
Yeah, keeper popped out quick there. Defender positioned in front of Koenig, so he couldn't get around him. Didn't quite have enough real estate to make that run.
Pirates first to the ball again. Plenty of runners available. We're looking for that angled ball. Here's on the left side. It's one of the Stegbauer brothers, but he pushes it wide right.
Good look. Yeah, that's a great look for Stegbauer. He got behind the defense quickly. That's Braxton, senior, and he got behind the defense quickly. Left foot shot across the face of goal, but a little bit too far across the face of goal.
That was a good cross, but nobody coming to the other end of it. Or
saw that again on the Welling
shot.
Saw that again on the Welling construction replay, by the way.
Back in play, header by the Pirates. Stegbauer not taking that check.
Ooh, no foul called there. Interesting. Looked foulish from up here, but that'll happen.
Long throw in center, but corralled by the Bears. Runner forward, but he... Nice deliberate pass. One more to the wing. Tomaszewski crossed the middle.
Cross through the middle.
Oh, a nice sliding finish, but couldn't quite get the power on it to push it past the keeper.
Yeah, that was. Let's have a look here at the replay, Jeff. That's the best build-up play we've seen out of Bryan tonight. Quick touch, turn, pass.
Well done.
Tomaszewski fires that across the front of the goal.
And then sliding in at the very end.
Looked like number 4, Nolan Sleesman, my eyes didn't let me down there. Granted, my eyes could well let me down. 4s, 9s, 22s all look about the same to my eyes anymore.
A ball in no man's land. Played down the right side again. That one's going to get away for a throw-in for the Bears.
Yeah, I'm not sure who initiated that. I've got an 18 on the JV roster, a Logan Smith. That's the only rostered number 18. He made a really nice pass to Tomaszewski to get that last play started for the Golden Bears. Again, best build-up play we've seen out of this tonight.
Strong run up the left side by Koenig. Trying to work it back to the middle. He's being hounded by the defense. Finds a teammate to try and work it out and around.
It's 20. Senior Noah Diaz receives the pass, but Continental able to dispossess the Golden Bears.
Lots of space wide right. Play one. Oh, he's getting pushed. Well defended. Lots of space, but the defender came up, played him to the outside, and the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Tomaszewski with a nice turn and attack at the goal area, but that final touch before the defender got in got away from him by about a foot probably, and gave that defender just enough time to squeeze that out of play for him.
Back into play, another, there, Malanga comes out. Good play by the keeper. He didn't hesitate on that ball. It was going to be 50-50. He took his opportunity, kept that from getting too dangerous.
Ball in contest in the midfield again.
Just out of bounds. So he's going to try and sneak that one in. Nope.
The official was all of 8 yards away, and given that he's sponsored by the Tri-State Vision Center, I'd assume he could see quite well out there. Quick substitution. Looks like Tomaszewski's going to take a break.
I was going to say, they were trying to restart quickly, but the official whistled it dead for the substitutes get in. Oh, another attack on the right side, but can't dribble through too many Bears.
So that will be a Continental throw in, far side.
Possession by the Pirates, working through.
Stegbauer with a rip.
Well, that was an early shot. Hopeful. I don't think it was much of a threat there. Malenga's easily on it.
If you had an English accent, you could almost say a searching ball.
A searching ball, definitely, definitely.
Doesn't sound nearly as cool with an American accent, though.
Koenig
You got
trying
tied
to get
up
on
in
there.
traffic there a little bit, not able
Feet tied up.
to get clear.
Played back to the keeper. Malenga plays it out.
Yeah, a little rough touch over there. It's,
Number 18, who escapes our rosters, is carrying the ball.
Elijah Fry. Rostered is number 17. We'll correct that, too.
Elijah Fry back on the roster.
Do they change uniforms, like, between matches? I wonder how that happens.
The other one got wet.
I think everybody's uniform got wet. That rain was coming down pretty good. Again, Bryan
Nice possession.
finally, starting to, again, string a few passes together.
Oh, and that one gets loose again.
Little errant out of number 4, Nolan Sleesman, but Bryan, again, looks like they're sort of starting to commit to getting
Number
that ball
21,
into that.
Caden Oberlin was brought into the game. I think he came in when they made the transition. Now we got to attack up the middle, very direct.
Oh, Mufeld got
Pirates.
that ahead keeper and right back, disconnected there, and it does get out of play, but one moment of brilliance out of a Golden Bear would have put that in the net. It just, and Mufeld made a nice drive, got by his defender, kind of skipped past him, and then it all kind of broke loose.
Koenig with an easy short cross, but Oberlin unable to control. Again, Oberlin's got an opportunity. He's got help on both sides. He's going to choose to dribble direct.
Slips one through, and there's where you see the use of a sweeper, but you want to counter that quick. Draw your left wing in right off his back shoulder, and he'll have all kinds of space back there. So that's a quick, easy way to negate the usefulness of a sweeper.
Don't let that information out.
Yeah, I think it's been
The
out
Pirates might be.
since I played kid soccer in the 70s. I think it's out. Malenga confidently calls keeper, steps up and gathers that in. Here we are, the main stat scoreboard, 8:51. Still Continental in the lead, 1-0. As we're winding down to the end of the first half here.
Truly, for as many opportunities as the Pirates have had, not many shots on net. They've just been kind of loosing around the area, but the Bears far fewer opportunities. They've had one or two.
Yeah, I'd say the Bears had a couple of nice, what I'd call clinical opportunities. The Continentals haven't been too clinical, but they've had some sort
They're
of
hunting with a shotgun.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You're going to take 20 shots. Maybe that'll.
Yep.
It's a math.
One of them's got to hit something. Another working up. Now that's one of the Stegbauer brothers. He's playing on the far right now. He had been working on the left earlier, but I think he's just trying to take control if he can get another opportunity to go forward.
Nice long throw by the Pirates. Welling will get that cleared forward. And Bryan will be awarded the throw in for that.
Lots of drifting over to this far side from our booth. There's plenty of space if the Bears could switch field quickly. They've got a couple attackers with an opportunity to make a run in a lot of space here. Another long ball, easily corralled by Malenga.
Up to Oberlin. And Oberlin will earn the throw in. Tomaszewski. Stegbauer to Varner.
So I just got another roster correction. We've been discussing Caden Oberlin. It's Julio Zeavalente is number 21 for the Bears. So we had our numbers switched. So we want to give Julio credit for the effort he's putting out there. And we'll look for him more in the game here.
Well, there you have it.
The Pirates deep right, looking for the cross, but 12 for the Bears there. Hunter Muhlfeld's having none of it, keeping it well out.
I always tell coaches if they don't give us the correct lineup, we're going to go with the 1967 Mets.
And those weren't the good ones, were they?
No. Stegbauer midfield.
He's got runners waiting for that through ball. He was holding on to it. Pirates switching field. Challenging the right for a second. Now they're working back again. Again, they're pretty good possession by the Pirates. When they get into the midfield, we're seeing connected passes. We're seeing movement of the ball.
Yeah, and you see the instinct to play it forward. 14 wide open. If that ball's played there, it's coming all the way back to this side. They'll get a quick numerical advantage. But if the player doesn't quite pick that up in his peripheral vision. Time is ticking down in this first half. 5 minutes on the main stop scoreboard. 1-0 in favor of the Pirates.
So, I think what we've seen in these first 30-35 minutes is the Bears are trying a more clinical approach, getting those opportunities forward, but not as many. And the Pirates are just kind of hit hard and hope, see if you can get it forward, see if you can get something towards the net. And they've had more opportunities, but haven't found that net except for the one PK.
A quick 1-2 from Julio Zeavalente. He's back on the ball, scuffling for possession. Kennedy will track that down from back position. And Bryan again able to start stringing a few passes together. Looks to flick one up over the top, not able to find a player to get on the end of that.
So what did that look like? A straight pass with a straight run.
Exactly.
We know those are less successful.
Typically, unless you have someone named Lionel Messi on your team, it doesn't really matter where you put it. He's going to go.
Koenig plays to the middle. He's got an opportunity. Defender tries to play it out. We got Valente, but he can't quite get it down on the ground.
But Bryan still looking to corral that, as finally Continental able to get that under control and get the counterattack initiated. Bryan getting back quickly in an effort to control and snuff out any counter. Looks like they're, well, not out of the woods yet. Yeah, good opportunity again for Bryan with string several passes together, get Valente on the ball. It took kind of a longer hop as he was looking to take a swing at it.
Another chance, Valente right. He's got Koenig, but Koenig can only flash a boot at it as it goes behind him. Couldn't quite get that pass to where he could work with it.
Yeah, a little too much weight on it. They were about 8 yards apart, so that kind of called out for a little more gentle approach, but it's good vision.
Here come the Pirates. They've got 3 runners lined up looking for that through ball.
There it is.
Well, they found it, but it was number 4. That's Nolan Sleesman for the Bears. It was pretty much rolled right to his foot. Didn't quite find the Pirate it was looking for. So the Bears will try and possess, move forward here. Missed opportunity.
A little errant pass, but
moves it out right to Valente. He's got Tomaszewski working. Oh, just defender gets in the middle of it.
Tomaszewski, though, puts a shoulder in him, keeps a strong look.
He had that nice cross earlier. Couldn't quite find his man that time. Working back.
Shot taken.
Ross.
In trouble. It's in the mixer.
Ball bouncing loose. Keeper on the ground. The scramble.
Everybody on the ground, but
the keeper finally corrals that. It was a bit of a dog pile right in front of the net there. Legs flying. He's going to take a moment to make sure all his equipment's with him still.
That's sophomore goalkeeper for the Pirates, Jaden Pitney, in the fight for his life on the ground there, as that was a really good opportunity again for the Golden Bears, who are back on the attack.
When they get that opportunity, they get those crosses in, they've got a good chance of attack. Oh, a spill there. Can't quite get corralled by Koenig.
Pitney spilled it, but able to get on that quickly as Koenig was hunting for that first goal.
To see an attacking side for the Bears here in the last couple minutes. They're really threatened, but can't quite get that final finish. Koenig spins it and can't quite find Tomaszewski's foot. Valente back across the middle, but that only finds a Pirate defender who clears it out for the throw-in.
Welling will take the throw in.
Final 30 seconds. The Bears have some energy. They've got a little bit of life here. Tomaszewski dribbling dangerously in. Quick cross shot at the keeper. And comes back out to the Pirates.
Great save by Pitney. Tomaszewski had him dead to rights. Just missed it
right in the chest. The last shot of the half.
And that will bring the first half to conclusion with the Pirates on top 1-0 over the home team Bryan Golden Bears in Golden Bear Stadium. We will take a break during this 10-minute half to hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
to the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
We just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Golden Bear Stadium at halftime as the Continental Pirates, on the strength of a penalty kick early in the contest, 1-0 on top of the home team Bryan Golden Bears, would like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors for tonight's contest, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Recreation, Jason Deach Automotive Services, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, and Veterans Services of Williams County. Thanks again to our sponsors tonight. Well, Jeff, it did turn into a bit of a midfield battle with Continental sort of getting behind the Golden Bears defense when they tended to step up. But as the contest wore on, if I'm Coach Collins, I'm really pleased with the last 10-15 minutes in Bryan's performance. They tightened it up in the back four. They started connecting passes, a lot more clinical up front, several really good opportunities, really forcing Continental's keeper, Pitney, into some quick duty. He had a couple of moments at the very last 2 minutes that this contest could really quickly have become 2-1 in favor of the Golden Bears.
Indeed, I think when the Pirates had the opportunities to go forward, long straight balls, they were running them down. Lots of shots into the box, but nothing terribly threatening. And when the Golden Bears finally got that energy, they started pouring it on there in the last couple minutes. They connected a few passes there. They they possess sort of through the midfield quickly, but get to the offensive end. I think they've got opportunities to finish. They just weren't getting on the end of some of those, but very threatening opportunities.
Yeah, and part of that, quite honestly, Jeff, is Continental got defenders in there quickly, just disruptive enough that perhaps that maybe one more little pass, one more quick sort of reaction from a Bryan attacker, just right in the run of play. I saw just a little bit, maybe off ball, just tending to settle back on a heel here or there. Whereas if you can get a player just anticipating that misdirect or that spilled ball and pounce on it. But again, if I'm Coach Collins, I'm really pleased the last 10 minutes of play. And it looks like Tomaszewski's, he sort of looked better and better as the half wore on, and I think that's part of what made the difference. He started finding some space, some ability to get in behind or make good runs, good crosses, good cutting passes across play. So
definitely, and like you said, some of those spilled balls, some of those second opportunities, if you pursue, if you follow behind the play, you're not necessarily the initial target, but a runner on the backside of the ball can really make a difference when you sweep in on one of those loose balls, one of those bouncers. We saw Pitney for the Pirates let a few get away from him, and those are where a lot of opportunities are made and lost, is those second opportunities.
And we will apologize. In the first half, we were informed here as we went to halftime that there were some uniform exchanges, so our numbers don't necessarily match the players. We had their numbers right, but they didn't necessarily match the names, so we'll correct that in the second half, and we won't have to give you the 1971 Mets roster. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back at Bryan's Golden Bear Stadium on this great night for boys soccer.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knerk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Dietz Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
At Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we understand that family is at the heart of everything we do.
Being family-owned and family-focused is not just a slogan for us, it's a way of life. We walk alongside you during life's most challenging moments, providing a guiding hand and a shoulder to lean on.
With heartfelt care and attention to detail, we tailor each service to honor the life and the memories of your loved one. We treat you like family because your journey is our journey.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family-owned, family-focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Bryan's Golden Bear Stadium, 4 minutes until our second half kickoff as the teams are on the sideline rehydrating, getting instructions from coaches. And Jeff, I thought we could do a quick match analysis, review the keys relative to what we've seen. I think for the first probably 30 minutes, I'd have to give the nod to the Continental Pirates on control of midfield. Certainly the coach's exhortation to have the forwards hold up their end of the bargain and score has only worked out in light of one penalty kick. They've early on they had kind of peppering Malanga, but it wasn't too much work for him because most of the shots were high and wide or wide right. And then as to Coach Collins wanting to play clinically in the final third, again, first 25-30 minutes that didn't happen, but that sure took a shift for the better for the Golden Bears as that match wore on.
I can only imagine, yeah, that's his the first part of his halftime speech is take those last 10, 15 minutes and turn it into the next 40 because they started getting it together. Maybe they were easing into the match early, but the Pirates had the momentum. They had their game plan going. A couple more technical finishes, they might have opened this game up from just a volume of opportunities. Couldn't do it. So the Bears are right there, just down one. One play can even this thing up real quick. So if they take that technical play into the second half, they're a very good opportunity to get a result in this match.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Jeff. That became pretty good looking soccer. When I know it's always you want to beat that into young players' heads, but if you can string 4, 5, 6, 8 passes together, most times especially really at any level, the pro level, they'll string 20, 30, 40 together. Just that patience, that ability to probe up one side of the pitch, bring it back, work it around, make nice clinical, accurate passes to feet, and that's especially pointed up on turf. If those passes, you notice some of those more direct pass plays, they'd run away from the player. The player'd have to get on a dead sprint, still couldn't catch up to it. At both ends of the pitch, both teams sort of had that problem, throughout various periods of the match. So
yeah, definitely. In these younger ages, an exceptional player can make a difference, and they can make a solo effort that will work. But the more you get the whole team involved, the more you work it around the field, you're going to have more success. You're always going to have better opportunities when the threats are coming from everywhere, not just one exceptional play.
Well, and again, kudos to Stegbauer. He stepped up and took the goal, the penalty kick, with authority. He didn't even, none of that dancing around that you might see in the European or South American leagues. He
2 steps and a laser.
That's exactly what he did. It hit the back of the net about the same time we heard the boom up here, and not much the keeper, Dominic Malanga, could do about that. It just got crushed in there. He's got 8 yards of space to contend with.
Yeah, he guessed right. He went hard right, but a well-placed, strong, powerful shot. Just not possible to stop something when it's
so we're rolling in on 30 seconds. We could take a quick break if the engineering staff would deem a quick moment from our sponsors, since Bryan is just now about to take the field. We'll be right back.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
I jumped right on that, didn't I? We back?
We're about ready to start the second half of this game between the Continental Pirates, Golden Bears, to put it in play. 1-0 our score, with the skies clearing, the breeze blowing, and a beautiful evening to play soccer. The Pirates take possession with a throw-in along to midfield, but quickly lose possession. The Bears on the move, but dispossessed.
Yeah, Captain Koenig able to get that briefly, but not able to connect the pass with it. So the Pirates back on the attack. Again, that ball sort of skittered away, but it'll be played off a Continental for a Bryan throw-in, far side of touch.
If everyone like me has to adjust their eyes, Bryan's now attacking to the left goal. The Pirates attacking to the right.
Yeah, it's not like baseball where you just switched infield versus batting. They switch directions, kind of like football. Ball played home to Malanga, confidently, comfortably. But
Stegbauer on it, middle of the pitch. Can't find a teammate.
Number 5, Eric Koenig, doing the hard work of trying to dig that out of there, but a cross attempt from Stegbauer. See if that gets to touch. Out of play, far side, so Bryan will get a deep throw in over there.
Good hustle. I think that was Carson Etter for the Pirates trying to chase that one down. Just couldn't get there.
On the bright side, he hit the brakes before he hit the track. That would have been 17 meters of slide.
I think that was the aforementioned Caden Oberlin who threw the ball in.
There's Thomas Shevsky.
Again, a little confusion with some of the numbers. We apologize to anyone who got missed, but we'll get them right here in the second half. Played back to the keeper, Malanga, who corrals it.
And he'll survey his options. Take the punt across midfield.
Tomaszewski with a nice first touch, plays it out, moves it forward down the left side, but a little too heavy on that pass. Couldn't get it corralled by Aldifer.
Again, my one sort of technical correction out there right now, if you're going to make passes on that turf, make them pretty close to feet. They're going to run away quick. And this is nice thick turf. When we did the girls game Saturday, I had a chance to walk out just to check it out because I'd not been here since the turf's been put in. Tomaszewski.
Good solo effort. Can't come up on the end. He was trying to make a strong run down the left side, but gets away from him.
Bullies his way through, almost picks up a rebound opportunity, but it just snuck away from him. Got out for a Continental goal kick there.
So the Golden Bears on the front foot a little bit here to start the second half. That's what we were expecting to see, carrying that momentum from the end of the first through. They've had more possession in the first couple minutes of this half than they certainly did the early part of the first half.
Continental restart with a throw-in. And it looks to me also, Jeff, I think Bryan's committing more numbers quickly around the ball defensively. But, well, they'll award that to, whoops, he'll change his mind. I don't think he got the memo that they'd switch directions either. Probably correct call, little nudge from behind for a foul. So free kick away. Headed down safely by Carter Luce. Shot taken toward Malanga, but that'll get wide right.
That kind of goes to what we were saying with the Pirates, where that was an early shot. It was, 25, 30 meters out. He might have played that across. He might have found a teammate to work forward. But as we've seen with the Pirates, it seems they'd rather shoot first and ask questions later. Tomaszewski picks up a loose ball, but he is one of few up forward and can't quite rally.
But you're right, Jeff. Bryan they're being much more aggressive, trying to win those 50-50 balls. They've had most of them here in this half. That was sort of the hallmark of Continental in the second half now, but first half Continental was winning most of those sort of up for grabs balls, but Bryan being much more committed to controlling both the pace of play and position of play out there.
And I'm also seeing, I think their defensive line has been pressing further forward than I was noticing early. With the ball only just into the offensive third, they're well past midfield, where earlier on they were well within their own side of the field.
In foul infraction on Continental's number 5, Mason Rail, as he trips the Golden Bear. Awarded a free kick from the far side, a touch. And that's, there's an area you can build something quick. You get a good ball sort of sitting in and around the 18 or between the 18 and 25. You might get a header on that, or that's a good service.
Nice ball right in the middle of the, that's in. Tomaszewski comes in. His foot finds the end of that cross.
Let's have a look at the Golden Bear replay from Welling Construction.
We're going to see Tomaszewski flash right in the middle. That's well played in by Koenig right on the end.
Yeah, Koenig with a perfect service. Tomaszewski with the volley to finish that back of the net. And that'll put Bryan on the board. They'll draw this game level, 1-1, 34 minutes, 24 seconds on the main stop scoreboard.
Well played. Getting forward, pressing the Pirates back into their own zone. You take advantage of opportunities when you can create like that. When you can they make mistakes, you capitalize. You're gonna be very successful when you can do those things.
Well, and again, part of it, Jeff, I think Bryan is committed to, really to get that ball down, try and ping it around, create possession opportunities, probe into space where Continental is not amassing numbers. They win, they earn a free kick out wide. It's perfectly served by Koenig, perfectly finished by Tomaszewski.
Well done. Yeah, that service couldn't have been any better. He landed it right in a open spot, right in front of the net. Tomaszewski just had to get a foot on it.
And he did just that. I know Continental finally building, but again, you see the Golden Bears are getting good numbers around the ball in the run of play, really trying to limit, space and passing opportunities for the Pirates.
Definitely more energy to start the second half. I think Coach had a little fire to light, and that
so Welling has to step over and dispatch that, try and rescue that from going out of the back of touch for across the byline for
Mason Welling. Good hustle. He's trying to get out there. That's the energy, even if it doesn't result in anything. When you're going for those loose balls, you're going for those 50-50s. That's the kind of energy you need. That translates into success.
And we'll get another corner kick sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service as the Continental Pirates will line up and serve that in swinging.
Kind of short. Didn't quite get all of that one. But he's going to have another go at it. Wow, great save. Malango with a punch over the bar. That was on net. That was...
have a look.
That was
ball
a good
headed
ball.
Away by Luce as Pirates pounce on it. Shot taken, and Malanga has to dispatch that with a punch. Well done.
Dangerous in the middle. Tomaszewski coming all the way back to the box to help his defense out. Sprinting up the left. Ooh. Too much to get through. Can't find his way out of that one. But they get possession back.
As Tomaszewski, clever feet, really trying to flick that ball out of there, do what he can to take any physical play out of it with some technical play.
So the Pirates are trying to work their way through the defense. The Golden Bears are stiffening and will not bend.
Now a run of passing by Continental, but a little errant one. Airborne ball across the middle, doesn't find anybody, so Bryan will come away with the throw-in.
This is where we'll have to see if the Pirates have that through ball in their quiver. They don't seem to be looking for those connected passes in that final third. We've seen them always going for those early long shots rather than technical work through the defense.
Yeah.
And now the Bryan defense is tightening, and they're not giving those up.
Koenig takes the throw quickly. Is Tomaszewski able to corral that?
Unfortunate that didn't find the runner going to the middle.
As throw-in reverts.
Looked like brother to brother, the Koenigs. There's a long ball. He's going to have to run that down, but
Malanga hunts that down. Says, no, that's not going to get
well out of the box. If he could put a 70-yard foot through this one, Malanga is still finding his way home.
And that'll be turned over by the Pirates. Again, Golden Bear throw in. Approach the half-hour mark here. 30 minutes remaining on the main stop scoreboard. Game drawn level 1-1. Early PK in favor of the Pirates and a brilliant finish on a free kick by the Golden Bears. Quick ball
nice
through.
Play through. Tomaszewski.
Thank you, Tomaszewski.
Swarmed by the Pirates.
That's what I meant to say.
The 2-on-1 keeps the ball from getting too deep.
So Fry and Zaya Valente will enter the contest for the Golden Bears. Quick substitutions. Tomaszewski take a quick break. They kind of did that in the first half, and I thought actually...
They might be limiting minutes for him. You were talking about his recovery from a recent situation.
Yeah, and he's had an impact. He really is.
Definitely.
Certainly.
Well, he's got the one goal for the Bears,
but just creating sort of complications, as they say, for the Pirate defense.
Out for the Pirates.
Pirate throw in, far side.
Okay, this is where we want to see some connected passes, some opportunities. Look for a opportunity to get through.
Zaya Valente receives the pass. It's hacked away by the Continental defender.
Valente doesn't quite corral. So that defense playing forward keeps the ball in a threatening spot here. It didn't get away from them. But the Pirates are really trying to break that line. Long header.
Strong header from Koenig.
Oh, wild bouncer falls to the foot. Koenig shot.
Taken. Gathered in.
Right at Pitney. He just had to really drop to that one. Koenig tried to position for a little better shot, but
have a look
as direct to the keeper.
Willing construction replay. Quick
one last touch, but well positioned.
Yeah, good individual keeper play by Pitney there to limit the risk, as it were. Cross in from the Pirates.
To the middle, but
that'll roll out of play
on the goal.
And Malanga will gather up the extra ball instead of waiting for the ball retrieval player to return.
Deep to the corner, Koenig working it out. Well done, keeps possession. But now the Pirates threatening as it doesn't get out of that end.
Good high clearance, high and away.
Is that our kick? Looked like they kicked it. No, that was 11.
Foul called.
Like a
finally.
Trip.
Yeah, a little after action there as the ball kind of squibbed away, but Bryan will happily accept the free kick. See what they choose to do, if they going to give this a service from distance, or again look to string some passes together. Looks like it'll be a service forward.
Muehlfeld and Fry, Valente, the three attackers up front. They're the ones we're looking to get the ball to.
Koenig looking for a little slip pass in between the backs, but can't find a partner out there.
This is where I'm starting to see the Pirates are keeping their defense a little further back. Number 2 for the Pirates, Peyton Wilson, is kind of drifting 5 or more yards behind his other 2 line mates.
Well, and the Pirates they've made a tactical decision to stay compact at the middle. Part of that is just the relation between sweeper stopper, but they're getting their shot taken, saved by Pitney, but yeah, they're staying compact in the middle, so if Bryan is going to try to build through there, they're going to find lots of defensive numbers. It's going to give them more difficulty unless they want to try to revert passes or look for passes to wide areas. There's Zaya Valente on the ball, so he'll dribble toward the middle. Again, you see the Continental gets numbers in there quickly. They had 4 players right at the point of attack in that golden zone there on top of the D. So they're not going to give much space up in there. Whoa, Pitney realizing it's the gray line, not the white line. It can happen.
A lot of colors out there.
You know, at least they don't have, the field hockey, the lacrosse. You could 17 different players, team lines out there.
Well, who are we again today?
So Malanga stepped way up. He'll
goalie wars. Got all the way back to Malanga. Here's a little build.
Muehlfeld able to
couple passes through here. See if they can connect up front.
Koenig on the drive.
One more.
Muehlfeld. Looking for Koenig again. Koenig actually able to disrupt that, even though the pass was a little errant.
Fry, Koenig. Back across. Oh, I was going to say, like, what they wanted back.
Yeah, he steps in.
That was a good 10 or 12 passes they connected there, and they were really working well together. And then played out just to regroup.
So again, Bryan stringing some passes together, kind of getting into a dangerous area, starting to build up into the Continental Pirates' final third substitution.
So I think they just brought Tomaszewski back in after a quick breather, and he has been a big threat down in the box there for the Bears. If they could get on the end of another nice cross.
Unfortunate Altaffer had the ball just a little bit outside his reach as they were trying to string a few quick tight passes in traffic together. I'd say that's the Arsenal drill, but they'd be bound to come in second. It wouldn't matter. Sorry to all the Arsenal fans out there, but it never gets old.
Don't apologize to them.
Spoken like a true Man City fan, Jeff.
So we're watching the Golden Bears pressing forward. They've got everybody in the well, I can't say the final third, but the final 40%.
Yeah, they have pushed up. You'll
really
notice
pushing up.
Center back stepping in front of midfield, looking to be an option if there's any playback. Good tactics to try and take as much space as you can, crush the other team in. One little mistake can cause a goal quick. The risk, of course, is you leave a lot of space behind for that keeper to deal with. Keepers vary on whether they prefer to have lots of space to deal with or have the defense around them. We call that a high line or low line of attack. What was that? You learned something tactical today, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still writing that down.
I'm pretty sure you knew that. Just a guess.
Is that going to be on the test?
Yeah, probably.
I was about to say I'm impressed with Bryan's confidence in involving Malanga in the field of play, playing back to him, using the whole field. That's not something you always see at this level of soccer, using that keeper as an 11th field player, but they used him well, and now they're pushing forward again.
And there's Bufeld, steps in, not able quite to gather that up, but
checked up just enough on that.
So Welling will take that outside of his foot, get that clear enough. He's able to actually get that out of harm's way.
Valente wins the ball. Can he possess?
Yeah, good little turn. He's got a little help finally.
Now you got Tomaszewski working it back, switching field. Altaffer, Koenig. Caden Oberlin working back. Taking his time working for that throw in.
It took him a good 10 yards to recover that throw in.
That was a quick whistle, yeah. I think he got a big boost from behind there.
A boost, that's a good way to put it. You can run 18 miles an hour, and now you're going 22 miles.
I think he got his feet off the ground.
Legit air, huh? So Bryan free kick,
shoes on.
Deep in their own territory. Score remains knotted at ones on the main stop scoreboard. Errant pass from Continental. Bryan quickly in possession, but not able to get that connected.
So we're just past the halfway mark. Of course, we can see it on the screen here. So the first 20 minutes, I think of this half has been to the Bears' advantage. They've been the front foot attacker. They've been on their game. The Pirates haven't quite put anything together yet. They were winning that first half, but I haven't seen anything threatening from them here in the last 10-15 minutes.
So number 6, Rockel, will enter for the Golden Bears. Take a position out here on the left side near the booth as Bryan will retain the throw in after the ball's gone out of play, far side.
Trading headers.
There you go.
There's 5, 6. It looks
looking good there for a while.
I'm not picking up the number over there, but I think one of the Pirates is
no whistle.
Definitely giving some extra effort, assisting the Bears flying around in the air.
As Rockel will knock that out of play. Continental throw in. Substitution coming.
Continental, Blake Weibel.
Blake Weibel to number 23 enters play for Continental. Long throw in taken toward the goal area. Shot taken. So Malanga tries to prevent that from going out, but that will be.
Well, this is the opportunity I think the Pirates are looking for. They haven't had much of an organized attack, but when they get an opportunity like this, the Bears are going to have to be on their game, keep that ball from any dangerous spots.
Again, corner kick, Stockman lawn service. Served into the middle and headed back and away. These teams will both give chase.
Pirates looking for that one quick strike. It falls to someone's foot. Anything can happen here.
Ufeld missed the tackle, and the ball gets out of play, so Continental will retain possession. So Bryan, if they want to limit the risk here, they'll need to be mindful of their marks off the ball. There's a few of the Pirate players finding some space in there. Ball flashed across the goal area. Zay Valente will step back, try to see if he can get that damage snuffed out before anything can.
I think this is the definition of pinball out here. I think everyone's getting an opportunity, but nobody's quite controlling.
In soccer, they call that in contest now. It's a fancy name for pinball.
Ooh, that looked like a punched ball. This ball is definitely in contest currently.
Koenig. Oh, look to split those
a quick
back.
Strike. He had a runner breaking through. Couldn't quite find that space.
Tomaszewski was splitting those center backs. If that ball gets in there, he is going to be in and on goal quickly. So that ball will go out of play, give Bryan a little time to reorganize, but Continental will take an opportunity to substitute. Stegbauer enters the contest.
Some fresh legs for Stegbauer. That could be an advantage for the Pirates. He's had an impact early in the game. We haven't seen him recently, but he's back at it.
But Continental
strike.
Not entirely sure what happened there. I'm going to assume gravity storm. The Continental player went up and down, but ball out of play. That should be a goal kick, but it looks like they're going to award a...
Yeah, the official well behind the play signaled corner. The other official was unsure, so I think...
well, and wisely, the player taking the corner...
He ran up and marked it.
Stockman lawn service, quick corner of the night. He said, I'm taking that. So
when in doubt, just play it and make them stop you.
Make it look like you know what you're doing.
Throw in for the Pirates.
So Pirates have really committed numbers forward.
Oh, that was just a heavy cross. I don't know.
Does recover.
He was looking for someone well behind a...
Zay Valente gives chase, shot taken.
Off the post.
A little assist from the wide stick as that shot was taken from across the face of the goal.
Stegbauer.
And ball out of play, no shot.
Called out of bounds. So, yeah, that's plays with your eyes, but that the back of the purple line there is out of bounds, and I think it just got over that line.
Just
as
enough.
he tried to play it back, and
just replayed that for you, and that does appear to be exactly what happened, Jeff.
Sometimes I get to looking at the green instead of the white, and your eyeballs play tricks.
Well, that would be Friday Night Lights. We'll play on the green. And if you want touchdowns, you got to play to the purple. Bryan back on it. They're in touch, ball out of play. That'll give Continental a throw in. We're in the coaching technical area. Another Continental throw in. It's gotten dark enough I can't pick up numbers over there, Jeff, so I'll rely on your slightly younger eyes.
I'm doing my best.
Foul, grab from behind as Continental's going to get a
set piece opportunity here.
And deep in their attacking
taking
third.
it quickly.
Shot taken.
Wow, I think he went even faster than his teammates because his runner was not ready. He was well behind that. I think if he got off on the shot, he might have had a
corner kick again. Sponsored by Stockman Lawn Service for lawn care, snow removal, fertilizer, and spraying. Call Stockman Lawn Service 419-636-6572. That should be a Bryan throw in. You got that right. Officials ambled out of position back there. I'm not sure why. There he comes.
some individual effort. I think
Koenig.
Here comes.
Good effort at a quick turn by Koenig there, but he's hacked down from behind, so that'll give Bryan a free kick. A little bit probably out of range, but you never know if it pops into that little central area, what can come off the rails for a defense.
But as we've seen, taking their time, setting up a little more technical approach by Bryan.
Good long service right into the middle. Sure enough, created
but a quick
look.
Clear,
yeah, quick clearance, but Bryan's still able to corral that. Good patient and indirect play there. Little flick by Koenig.
that turned into a nice flick. I wasn't sure that was intended, but
Stegbauer does have pace, so he's able to get in behind Koenig.
He
may have.
That's a couple opportunities. He's head down there trying to cross, just running out of real estate. He's getting a little frustrated, talking with the refs.
Well, I think he thought that should be a goal kick. I'm not sure he's wrong, or a corner kick rather. It looked like it had ticked off the Bryan defender, so took umbrage with that. Replay not ready to start, so they'll send that back for a goal kick on Malanga's foot. Score remains knotted at ones here. Just a match in search of a moment of brilliance at this point.
That's a good way of putting it. I think that will win this game, is a moment of brilliance. Someone's going to put something together here. Both teams, as you said earlier, the ball has been in contest. We haven't seen anything too clinical recently, but here Bryan's going to prove me wrong. They're going to try and put something together. But
they did. That was, again, Bryan with some nice plays. Koenig steps up, knocks it down, flashes that to the far side. We'll see if that gets corralled. It does. Still in play for the Golden Bears over there.
Jack Kennedy, good effort getting out there to keep the ball in play.
Back from the dead. It's probably a political reference. Anybody that's in high school would have no idea what I'm talking about. But you never know. They do teach presidential history in high school, don't they? Flick attempt.
Just hoping to fall to a foot there. Here comes Malanga. This is where the activity of Malanga out in the field, I think, is a big benefit to the Golden Bears. He's kept the pressure on at times with his aggressive play.
prefers the high line of confrontation, is what we'd say, right, Jeff?
Exactly.
You backs, get up there. I'll deal with all this space behind you.
No reason to run these last 30 yards. I'll take it.
Unless somebody gets behind you, and then it's on you.
So the Pirates in transition, they bring on 3 new players. Fresh legs for the last 8.5 minutes here.
Yeah, time is winding down. We're inside of 10 minutes, 8.5, as you say, on the main stop scoreboard.
Thirsty Thursday. Malanga getting a little more action, but some pressure applied by the Pirates. They're not going to let him take his time this one. I think that is a good, smart move because
Agreed.
He's winning those last 30 yards by himself.
Safety first. Koenig takes that ball out of touch on this side, on the near side, instead of opting for a flat pass toward the keeper, which can come horribly off the rails if you don't get that on the money or gets taken out of there quickly. And clearance finally delivered, but not quite far enough, so Continental now attempting to
see, I'm still watching the Pirates set up for 20, 25-yard shots, and I think if they could lay off a couple passes and get one of those nice crosses, that's going to be to their advantage. But it falls to the Bears, and they're going to have to take their opportunity.
You just saw a cross, as in a cross check there. So.
Exactly. I guess you can win one way or the other.
Malanga, deep service. Looking for some assistance up there.
Skipping ball, they say, Pitney, you take care of it.
And he will dispatch
with
that.
Pursuit, but he gets there no problem.
Again, Jeff, I think we're starting to see some tired legs.
Indeed.
But the player, neither team is, I'm going to say whatever the result is, if both teams are going to pretty much have left what they have on the field tonight. Tomaszewski, nice turn.
Breaks through, one man to beat, but he's able to hold it up.
Good look. He had a good opportunity there. The pass just not quite enough.
That was senior Peyton Wilson. He had the confidence of an upperclassman to just calmly take that ball. They're not keeping it away. The Bears are getting their chances. They're just going to have to try and break through here. An angled pass on a runner, or a straight cross from deep right. Oh, he didn't clear it, but
out of play for a
throw-in.
So Bryan looks like they want to set up a alternative throw there. Not looking for a quick one. Maybe get organized quickly deep in Pirates area. Shot taken.
Oh, wow.
Spilled.
Now that's one of those opportunities.
Pitney
did not come clean with that ball, and a follow-up on the backside. That's an easy tap-in. You got to keep playing the ball.
For sure, yeah. He had it initially corralled, but then it just kind of, as he hit the deck, it sort of squirted out from under him, and no Golden Bear able to.
We've seen district championships won on misplayed balls by keepers, so
we have.
It can happen. You got to have heads-up players looking for those opportunities.
Oh, a little bicycle kick there from number 15, Altaffer. And he'll get running opportunity forward for it, but the ball will check out of play here near touch. So Continental will get a throw-in opportunity. This late in the contest, do you tell your ball boys to get the ball in play quickly or leave it too far from the opposition for anything to happen?
That's where that summer ball boy training comes into play.
Hours of training, right?
Got to know your opportunities.
Malanga. And Bryan back in control for a mere moment in contest, as you said. Out of play, far side. Bryan throw in. Whoa. Attacked by wildlife. Sorry there. Distracted.
Still waiting for that moment of brilliance you discussed. Anything can happen here. It's
Tomaszewski looking for a run, but Pitney able to reel that in before Tomaszewski can find it. Defender in good position, able just to keep his body between the ball and Tomaszewski there.
Yeah, that's Peyton Wilson back there, and we've noticed him sort of hanging back. He hasn't been pressing forward on the offense. He's been the insurance policy back there, keeping Tomaszewski at bay, keeping balls out of that box.
Well, and that's again one of the tactical risks of a sweeper system is you're creating sort of space behind the wide backs and stopper for a striker to line up in. Now, one other thought this late in the contest, if you want to really take some risks on Bryan's part, is get another forward, kind of get out of the 4-3-3, get into a 4-2-2, and get another 9 or 10 forward, and you can maybe exploit that space. Koenig. Loose fires that into the mixer. Koenig again. Koenig has been very active in this second half, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely. He's a spark plug out there. A lot of the play is going to go through him, and with his energy, he really keeps that offense running.
Eric Koenig receives the pass, plays it forward. As Continental to play that out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make if you're Coach Collins. Are you going to really try to get numbers forward and get that winning goal, risk a counterattack out of the Pirates, or play it safe and play for the draw, keep a point on the ball there, a point on the board? Winding down here. 2.5 minutes. Still ample time for that flash.
Still not seeing that connected play for the Pirates. I think the Bears are working for it. They're not quite hitting every one of them, but they're trying to connect, and I think that's going to be their advantage here in the last couple minutes. If they can get a couple connected here, which they've been working at, they could just squeeze that through. Play out wide if he can get it. Nope, Tomaszewski's going to go solo, try and get a foot on it.
Yeah, he's going to go one-on-one in traffic.
Bauer says no, but some assistance. About a minute and a half left. We might get 2 more possessions here. Somebody's looking for that moment of brilliance.
And Pitney punts that, headed back by Luce. Out of play for Continental throw-in.
That's going to be to the Bears. Midfield, they've got about a minute to work with here. But they're going to have to work from deeper.
Malanga thought about it.
I was watching him. He looked like he wanted that ball, but he thought better of it for
40-yard run. Well done. Nice tackle there. Kind of back foot by Mufeld, able to limit the dribble drive opportunity from the Pirates. Inside a minute, time is winding down for either squad to come away with the result. But I'd say, 1-1 is going to be a fair result. It's been a tight contest. But the Pirates, one last look, an opportunity. Malanga comes out aggressively. He'll dive on that. Tangled up, 2 players down. Malanga, I think, bore the bit of the shock of the collision. There is a player down. Looks like Stegbauer, if I'm not mistaken.
That was a 50-50 ball. Malanga coming out aggressively. Stegbauer checked a little bit, but they certainly came together.
If we can get that replay again while the officials are standing over the player, I can walk you through that again. Ball squirts free. Malanga comes out, gets on the ball quickly, but Stegbauer takes the brunt of it. Follow-up player hits it right back into Malanga's hands. He's able to come away with it right on the edge of the air.
Right on the edge of the box there.
But he also took a collision there, so restart should be a drop ball into Malanga's hands since they called it while it was in the course of play for an injured Continental player. We'll see if that's actually what happens. Be what the rule says should happen. Drop ball. But Stegbauer did get up. He's hobbled. So that was a pretty rugged collision on the turf there as he went to ground trying to just toe poke that ball. Sees this result at 20 seconds. But ball will go to Malanga. He'll take a punt, send that up the pitch.
10 seconds.
Somebody might get one shot if they're aggressive here. The waning seconds of play at Golden Bear Stadium.
Nope.
And the clock will wind down to zeros. 1-1 is your final result here from Bryan's Golden Bear Stadium. We'll take a brief moment to hear from our sponsors. Be right back for a quick match wrap, and we'll be here.
To the Bryan Golden Bear fans, those who made donations to the cause,
To the school board and administration,
and everyone who played a role in this project.
we just want to say
thank you!
Phase 2 of the capital improvement project includes field upgrades at Rec Park, a new softball field, and revitalization of soccer fields on the former Washington school property, and renewal of practice fields on the BCS campus. Let's finish the project and build champions.
Go Bears! Bryan Bill!
Let's play together. Bryan, Ohio will have a new inclusive playground on the site of the former Lincoln Elementary School. An inclusive playground is a place for children and families of all physical, mental, and social abilities to learn, play, and grow together. We are currently raising funds with the goal of starting construction this fall. The Lincoln Park Inclusive Playground Project is an initiative of Bryan Parks and Recreation using a project fund at the Bryan Area Foundation. To learn more or make a donation, visit BryanAreaFoundation.org.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
So a 1-1 draw here at Golden Bear Stadium between the Golden Bears and the Continental Pirates. We saw a pretty even matchup here tonight. We saw Continental take the early emphasis, but the Bears came on late in the first half, and I think through the second half.
Yeah, solid technical play from Bryan, sort of beginning in the last 10 minutes of the first half, throughout the second half, created several good opportunities, not able to find the back of the net in the waning moments of play, but again with a really brilliant Tomaszewski finish to get the goal and get at least drag the draw out of that. Continental getting that first goal on a early penalty kick, but really other than sort of some shots from distance, they didn't really, other than that last moment where Stegbauer had that kind of final thrust in there to take that ball, getting injured in the process, they didn't really have a lot of in-tight opportunities. They did have, I do recall though, they did have that one shot from the far side of the pitch that caught the crossbar, or the side post that Malanga just about extended for her. So that, that could have done that. So, a variety of opportunities, Jeff, for either team to seize the result, but a fair result in my opinion.
Definitely. Continental's sort of the way they operate is take the shot and see what happens. Some of them will go. Obviously, they didn't have any go during active play. They just got that PK. Whereas I think, the build-up, the connected passes, the working into the offensive end for the Golden Bears, that's what they're trying to do, and it worked out. And like you said, a brilliant finish by Tomaszewski, by an equally brilliant cross by Koenig, set up a nice goal for them.
Yeah, a lot of young players out there for both squads tonight, so I think both coaches, Coach Stegbauer, Coach Collins, should be pleased with the general performance of their team. There's nothing. They didn't leave anything on the pitch. Both teams worked extremely hard for all 80 minutes of play, and they're going to be tired tonight. I kind of felt that as the contest wore on, Continental's home pitch is grass. This is a turf pitch. That's going to drain some legs out of you. It's a bit of work on turf, and so it's probably that's just something to deal with as a player. That fitness. You got to be another 20% fitter than you think when you come out and put one together on the turf. But a really good contest tonight, non-league play, as the Golden Bears draw the visiting Continental Pirates 1-1. So with that, will give us one last opportunity to hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back at Bryan's Golden Bear Stadium.
Why do so many people travel to Jason Eats Automotive Services in Edgerton when they want their vehicles repaired? Because Dave Brown and Sam Bailey have over 60 years of experience fixing the problems that other mechanics couldn't. They work on all makes and models, and they specialize on imports. Recently, they have expanded their service area by almost 50%, and they've hired Eston Knurk to their staff. So if you have a vehicle, foreign or domestic, that you want fixed right the first time, take it to Jason Eats Automotive Services on the east side of Edgerton.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Rooting on the Golden Bears is a tradition that brings us all together.
Just like the sports we love, another tradition has stood the test of time. Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory since 1922. We've been part of the community, supporting you in the moments of celebration and loss.
Just like a team, we understand the value of traditions and the love that binds us together.
So whether it's cheering for a win or celebrating a life well lived, remember we are here for you.
Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Family owned, family focused.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
We've seen the Pirates and Golden Bears fight to a 1-1 draw here this evening. It was an equally well-played match. But before we leave you, we want to thank our crew for this match, our director, Krista Bruner, our camera operators, John Tripodi and Florence Jones, for WOSN, Nick Fraley, BHS Athletic Department, Nathan Keel and Teresa Kuzmal, Golden Bear Photography, Matt Neff and Stephanie Ponchek, Executive producer of the GBSN, Chris Malenga. A special thank you to the following for making the broadcast possible: Oberlin Trumbull Funeral Home and Crematory, the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers, Yoder Mechanical and Custom Fabrication, Veteran Services of Williams County, Bryan Ford Lincoln, Tri-State Vision Center, Main Stops of Northwest Ohio, Welling Construction, Stockman Lawn Service, the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Recreation, Jason Deach Automotive Services, and Northwest State Community College.
That's right, Jeff. Thanks again to all our sponsors. And you can watch tonight's rebroadcast on bryansports.com or on WOSN tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 o'clock p.m. WOSN can be found on Spectrum Channel 19 or over the air on Channel 26.1. And be sure to join us right here on bryansports.com for our next soccer broadcast when the Bryan Golden Bears Boys Squad hosts the Swanton Bulldogs. And this broadcast is produced by the Golden Bear Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. And for Jeff Theobald, our executive producer, Chris Malanga, all of us at the Golden Bear Sports Network, I'm Mark Hagans. Your final score, a draw 1-1. Have a great night, everybody.